Alright, so here's the million-dollar question. What does Shake Shack taste like in Japan? Is it a flavor revelation? Or did they throw something in the blender that's going to haunt me? Hey everybody, and welcome back to LeifTV. And welcome to episode 2 of my American Fast Food in Japan series. Last time I took on McDonald's Tokyo style, but today, it's Shake Shack's turn to bring the weirdness. And hey, stick around till the end. You might even get a peek at a Shake Shack video game. Didn't know that existed? Me neither. Let's watch.
It could mean actual advances in the field of science.
It's almost as if you've been doing too much science.
So I was recently in Japan and, surprise, turns out they've got a Shake Shack there. Now I couldn't just walk by that without doing a taste test for science, or whatever we call what we're doing here on LeifTV. I'll be rating their food on my cursed Shake-O-Matic scale, from regular vanilla shake all the way up to octopus shake. Yep, the stranger the food, the stranger the shake. Stick around and we'll see if the Japanese Shake Shack earns itself a top spot on the weirdness leaderboard. Let's jump in. Shake Shack first made its Japanese debut in 2015, bringing that premium burger experience to the land of the rising sun. Fun fact, Shake Shack Japan offers a matcha concrete. Yeah, they took their famous frozen custard and went full on matcha. Because why not combine dessert with a dose of caffeine and sophistication? I hit up the Shake Shack in Shibuya, right across the street from the Nintendo store. So naturally, after making my wallet cry with all the exclusive Mario merch next door, I decided to fuel up on some cheeseburgers. The outside of this Shake Shack is surprisingly upscale. It's got that ritzy, fancy outdoor mall look, like they're about to serve up gourmet kale salads instead of burgers. But then you step inside and it's like a time capsule to the early 90s. They've decked the walls with 8-bit pixel art, plus there's this pink and green color scheme that practically screams Saved by the Bell, and the lighting is ambient perfection. Honestly, I could sit here for hours just soaking up the nostalgia. For the menu, I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing too wild here. It's pretty much a carbon copy of the US menu. Your classic ShackBurgers, some frozen custard, even beer and wine. I was half expecting something like a sushi burger or a wasabi shake, but nope, they've kept it classic. I guess Japan doesn't mess with the Shack tradition. I ended up ordering a classic ShackBurger and some cheese fries. Kept it simple, but iconic. Figured I'd stick with the essentials to see if Japan Shack can live up to the legend. Alright, let's talk about this ShackBurger. First impressions, look at that greasy shine, the gooey cheese, the crispy lettuce, and the thick slices of tomato. This thing looks like a winner. I couldn't wait to dive in. And the taste, honestly, it is spot on. Tastes just like an American Shake Shack burger. Zero difference, which is kind of impressive and a little spooky. Like they smuggled a US Shake Shack chef over here just for this. It's a solid burger, and Shake Shack still holds its own as one of the best you can get. Authenticity achieved, people. Now onto these cheese fries. First off, they got that signature crinkle cut, always a solid choice. Melted cheese draped on top, though I have to say it's not as gooey as I remember from back in the States. I recall it being a bit more liquidy, maybe even a bit more generous with the cheese, but taste-wise, they nailed it. These cheese fries taste just like they do at an American Shake Shack. Japan Shack is keeping it real in the cheese fry department. Now here's something I did not expect, a Shake Shack mobile game. Yeah, this location was advertising its very own web-based Shake Shack game right in the restaurant. So naturally, I had to check it out. It's styled just like an old school Gameboy game, complete with those classic pixel graphics and a little Gameboy control scheme right on your phone. You play as this tiny dude sprinting around a massive Shake Shack, trying to avoid the fryer oil, I guess? I think that's the main objective. The whole thing wraps up in about a minute, and at the end you're congratulated on opening this Shibuya location. It's quirky, it's fun, and I honestly love that they went the extra mile with this. Who knew Shake Shack had a hidden gaming side? Alright, time to unleash the cursed Shake Scalotron. First up, the menu items. Pretty standard Shake Shack fare, nothing too wild. So that's a 1 out of 6, or a vanilla shake. And for the restaurant vibe, I'm gonna bump it up to a 2 out of 6, aka a bacon shake. Mostly because they had that unexpected mobile game. If it wasn't for that little slice of digital magic, we'd be looking at a standard score here. And finally, taste. It's classic Shake Shack goodness, spot on with that American flavor. So that's another vanilla shake. Nothing bizarre, nothing risky, just solidly delicious. Alright, it's time for the final verdict on Shake Shack in Japan. Drum roll, please. I'm giving the entire experience a 1 out of 6, or as we like to call it, a vanilla shake. It might not have shocked my taste buds or redefined what a burger could be, but hey, it's delivering that classic, dependable Shake Shack experience you'd find stateside, right down to the crispy fries and gooey burger. And let's be real, the little Gameboy style mobile game was an unexpected touch of retro fun that added a bit of quirky flavor to the whole visit. So is it the weirdest place in Japan? Not at all, but it's definitely got its own charm. And that's it! Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this little dive into Tokyo Shake Shack, or just like the idea of weird food adventures, make sure to hit that like button. And subscribe to keep up with all the weird fast food oddities yet to come. And drop a comment with what you'd like me to try next. And I'll catch you next time on LeifTV.